Welcome to Stoic Inner Power, where we explore the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to help you find peace in modern chaos. Modern life often feels like a relentless storm of stress and anxiety, leaving us searching for a truly grounded internal anchor. Yet 2,000 years ago, philosophers discovered a practical manual for the human soul that remains relevant in our digital age. This ancient philosophy offers a blueprint for living with purpose, discipline, and a mind that remains calm amidst life's many challenges. You do not need to be a scholar to grasp these lessons, for they are designed for every person seeking inner strength. Our minds are often cluttered with unnecessary noise, preventing us from realizing our true potential and the power we possess today. By mastering your internal world, you can transform how you interact with the external reality and reclaim your personal emotional freedom. We look back at the giants of history to learn how they navigated power, failure, and the weight of their responsibilities. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the ancient world, recorded his private thoughts every single morning to cultivate his character. He believed that even an emperor must answer to his own conscience, practicing daily reflection to stay honest and truly humble. His private meditations reveal a man constantly striving to live according to his principles, despite the enormous pressures of his reign. Stoicism is not a philosophy locked in ivory towers, but a practical survival guide for anyone facing the struggles of life. It is a toolkit for the spirit, meant to be used in the heat of the moment rather than just being studied. Prepare your mind for the journey ahead as we uncover 14 core principles that will fundamentally change your daily life experience. These foundational pillars have guided countless individuals toward a life of clarity, resilience, and unwavering peace in a very changing world. The first principle is the dichotomy of control, which teaches us to separate what we can influence from what we cannot. Focus your energy entirely on your own thoughts, reactions, and efforts, as these are the only things you can truly command. External events like the weather, public opinion, or the actions of others are beyond your reach and cause unnecessary deep suffering. By surrendering your desire to manage the uncontrollable, you instantly eliminate half of the anxiety that plagues your daily mental state. True freedom begins the moment you accept that while you cannot dictate the world, you always own your personal inner response. Distinguish between your own actions and the results they produce, because the outcome is often subject to variables beyond your reach. Direct your focus toward the quality of your own input, as that is the only metric of success you truly own. When you detach from outcomes, you become unstoppable, because no failure can ever shake your commitment to your personal best effort. Reflect on your day and identify moments where you wasted precious energy trying to change things that were impossible to change. Accepting this truth is not an act of defeat, but a strategic move to preserve your energy for battles you win. Your energy is a finite resource, and spending it on the uncontrollable is a mistake that drains your spirit every day. Make a habit of categorizing every worry you face into the bucket of things you can change or cannot change today. The dichotomy of control is the anvil upon which you will forge a mind that is resilient, calm, and truly unbreakable. Mastering this single principle will provide you with more peace than any material possession or external achievement could ever possibly offer. The second principle is amor fati, which means not just accepting your fate, but actively loving everything that happens to you. Whatever life throws your way, view it as fuel for your growth, a necessary challenge designed to strengthen your inner character. Adversity is not an obstacle to your happiness, but the very path that leads to your greatest potential and personal evolution. When you choose to love your fate, you stop complaining and start looking for the hidden opportunities in every single moment. Every setback becomes a lesson, every loss becomes a gain, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone toward your future self. This mindset shifts your perspective from being a victim of circumstances to being the architect of your own personal destiny today. Practice saying yes to reality exactly as it is, rather than wishing for a world that does not currently exist here. Loving your fate means finding beauty in the struggle, because the struggle is what makes the final victory so incredibly sweet. Do not wish for things to be different, but rather wish for the strength to handle whatever happens with grace today. When you stop fighting reality, You reclaim your inner peace and move through life with a sense of calm and clarity. Amor fati is the ultimate secret to happiness, as it aligns your will with the natural course of the entire universe. Embrace every event with an open heart, knowing that everything is exactly as it should be for your personal growth journey. The third principle is memento mori, a constant reminder that your time on this earth is limited and will eventually end. Death is not something to fear, but a reality that gives your current actions urgency, value, and a deep, lasting meaning. When you remember that you could leave this world at any moment, you stop wasting time on things that do not. Focus on the people you love and the work that matters, because these are the only things that truly carry weight. Memento mori is not about being morbid, but about being alive in the most profound and authentic way possible every day. Live as if this day were your last, and you will find that you have no room for petty anger or regret. Every breath is a gift, and by acknowledging its scarcity, you begin to appreciate the richness of the life you have. Do not delay your happiness for a future that is never guaranteed, as the only time you actually possess is today. Treat your time as your most valuable asset, for it is the only currency you can never earn back once spent. By keeping your mortality in mind, you strip away the trivial distractions that keep you from doing your truly best work. Leave a legacy of kindness, for your character is the only thing that survives long after your physical body has passed. Memento mori is the key to living a life without regret, focused on what truly counts in the grand final scheme. The fourth principle is that the present moment is all you have, as the past is gone and future is uncertain. Stop dwelling on regrets from yesterday or worrying about tomorrow, for your power to act resides solely in this exact second. When you are fully immersed in the now, you find a flow state that makes your work easier and more enjoyable. Most of our suffering comes from mentally wandering into scenarios that do not exist, causing pain that is entirely self-inflicted. Bring your awareness back to your breath, your senses, and the immediate task at hand whenever your mind starts to drift. The present is a gift that you open every single day, yet so many people leave it wrapped in their worries. Practice being fully present in every interaction, whether you are working, talking to friends, or simply sitting in quiet, deep solitude. When you give your full attention to the current moment, you experience life with a depth that is otherwise entirely missed. The past is a memory, the future is a dream, but the present is the only place where you truly live. Anchor yourself in the now, for this is where your peace, your joy, and your true power reside every single day. Let go of the need to control the future and release the weight of the past to fully embrace your life. True living happens in the present, so stop waiting for the perfect moment and start living in the one you have. The fifth principle is negative visualization, where you imagine the worst-case scenarios to prepare your mind and build deep gratitude. By visualizing the loss of what you cherish, you realize how lucky you are to have it in your life now. This practice does not make you pessimistic, but rather makes you deeply appreciative of the life you have already built today. When you have already imagined the worst, you are no longer taken by surprise by the challenges that life might bring. It is a mental exercise that removes the fear of the unknown, allowing you to face any situation with calm confidence. Imagine your life without your current comforts, and you will find yourself grateful for the roof over your head right now. Negative visualization is the shortcut to contentment, as it reminds you that everything you have is a temporary, precious, beautiful gift. Don't take your health, your family, or your success for granted, because they are things that can change in an instant. Embrace the possibility of loss to truly cherish what is present, for this is the wisdom of the ancient Stoic masters. By preparing for the worst, you actually build the capacity to enjoy the best, living with a profound sense of peace. The sixth principle is that virtue is the only good, meaning material wealth and fame are just preferred but not essential. Wealth, status, and comfort are indifferent things that can be taken away, but your character is something you own forever now. Focus on developing wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, as these are the true measures of a life lived well and fully. A virtuous life is one where your actions are aligned with your principles, regardless of what the world offers you back. Be a person of integrity, and you will find that your happiness is not dependent on your bank account or status. True wealth is found in the quality of your character, and no one can take away the virtue you have cultivated. Temperance allows you to enjoy life's pleasures without becoming a slave to them, keeping your mind free and always very clear. When virtue is your guide, you no longer fear failure because your success is defined by who you are, not what. Serve others with kindness and fairness, for we are all part of a larger whole, connected by our shared human experience. Make your character your priority, and you will find that the rest of your life falls into place with natural ease. Virtue is the only path to lasting satisfaction, as it rewards you from within, regardless of the external world's fickle judgment. The seventh principle is the view from above, which helps you see your problems as small against the vastness of space. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, imagine yourself high above the earth, watching the world and your life from a great distance. This shift in perspective reminds you that your current stress is temporary and in the grand cosmic scale, quite very small. Problems that seem like mountains are often just tiny pebbles when you view them from the perspective of the entire universe. We are all just a small part of a much larger, interconnected system, and this realization brings a deep, quiet peace. Do not let the small things steal your joy, for you have a wider view that keeps you grounded and very sane. The view from above is a powerful tool to manage your ego and keep your focus on what truly matters most. When you realize how small your troubles are, you find the strength to let them go and move forward with clarity. You are a part of something much bigger than yourself, and that connection gives you strength and a deep, true purpose. Keep this perspective in your heart, and you will never feel lost or defeated by the challenges of your daily life. We are all passengers on this small planet, so let us live with kindness, perspective, and a focus on our unity. The view from above is the ultimate remedy for pride, anxiety, and the feeling that you are alone in your struggles. The eighth principle is to live in accordance with nature, using your reason to align your actions with the natural world. Reason is your greatest tool, helping you to make choices that are logical, ethical, and beneficial to the community around you. Living in accordance with nature means accepting your human role as a social, rational being who contributes to the common good. Do not fight against the natural order of things, but work with it to create a life that is balanced and productive. Your reason is the bridge between your animal instincts and your highest potential as a human being living in this world. When you act with reason, you act with clarity, and your choices become more consistent with your values and your long goals. We are built to cooperate, and when you serve others, you are fulfilling your true nature as a social, rational being. Listen to your inner voice of reason, for it will guide you toward decisions that bring you peace and lasting fulfillment. Live with purpose, act with reason, and contribute to the world, for this is the way to a life well lived. Nature is your teacher and reason is your path, so follow them both and you will find your way home today. The ninth principle is that the obstacle is the way, meaning that every difficulty is a chance to grow and improve. Do not see problems as reasons to stop, but as essential fuel for the fire of your own personal, inner strength. Every challenge you encounter is a test of your character, and by passing it, you become a stronger and wiser person. When you change your perspective, you turn your obstacles into the very tools you need to reach your highest, true potential. Don't wish for an easy life, but wish for the strength to overcome the obstacles that make you who you are. Your failures are not the end, but the beginning of a better way to approach your goals and your life mission. Every hurdle is an invitation to prove your worth, so embrace them and let them shape you into a better human. The path to success is paved with the obstacles you have overcome, so keep walking and keep growing every single day. Be grateful for the challenges, for they are the teachers that reveal your true potential and your inner capacity for greatness. The 10th principle is sympathia, which recognizes that we are all deeply connected and have a duty to serve one another. Stoicism is not about being a cold robot, but about feeling deeply and using that feeling to help the human community. We are like limbs of one body, and when we work together, we create a stronger and more compassionate world together. Treat others with kindness and respect, for your actions ripple through the world and touch the lives of everyone you meet. Your sense of duty to others is what gives your life meaning. So serve your community with love and true dedication. When you understand that we are all in this together, your life becomes more purposeful and filled with genuine, warm connection. Be the change you want to see in the world, and you will find that your life is enriched by your service. Sympathia teaches us that our well-being is tied to the well-being of others. So let us lift each other up always. Work for the good of all, and you will find that your own life becomes more meaningful, balanced, and truly fulfilled. We are all one, and when you help others, you are really helping yourself grow into a better, more compassionate human. Live with love, serve with duty, and you will find that your life is a masterpiece of connection and true purpose. The 11th principle is voluntary discomfort, where you choose to face minor hardships to strengthen your mind and your body daily. By practicing discomfort, you prepare yourself for the real challenges of life, making them feel less overwhelming when they finally arrive. Do not become a slave to your own comforts, for they can make you weak and dependent on things you cannot control. Voluntary discomfort is like a gym for your soul, helping you build the resilience to handle whatever life throws your way. When you are comfortable, you are vulnerable. But when you are disciplined, you are ready for any situation that life brings. Choose to do hard things, for they are the path to a life of freedom, discipline, and true lasting inner power today. Build your character by pushing your limits, for your comfort zone is where your growth goes to die and be forgotten. You are stronger than you think, and voluntary discomfort is the best way to discover your hidden, inner, and physical potential. Master your desires, strengthen your resolve, and you will find that you can handle anything that life throws your way now. Voluntary discomfort is your secret weapon for a life of resilience, freedom, and the ability to thrive under any condition today. Your life will be defined by the hard choices you make, so choose to be strong, disciplined, and truly, deeply resilient. When you are not dependent on comfort, you are free, and that is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. Embrace the discomfort, for it is the forge of your strength and the key to your lasting, true, and inner peace. Your journey is your own, so make it a strong one, filled with discipline, courage, and a deep, true, inner power. You are the master of your own life, so choose to be strong, disciplined, and free from the chains of comfort. The 12th principle is eudaimonia, which is the state of flourishing that comes from living a life of virtue and purpose. It is not about seeking pleasure, but about fulfilling your potential and living in a way that is true to you. A flourishing life is built on your internal choices, not on the external circumstances that are beyond your control every day. When you align your actions with your values, you experience a deep sense of peace, joy, and a life well lived. Eudaimonia is your ultimate goal, a life where you are the best version of yourself, regardless of what the world offers. Cultivate your mind, serve your community, and live with integrity, for this is the path to a flourishing, truly happy life. Your potential is infinite, so keep growing, keep learning, and keep contributing to the world in your own unique, beautiful way. Eudaimonia is not a destination, but a way of living, a continuous process of becoming the best version of your true self. Be true to your values, act with courage, and you will find that your life is a beautiful expression of your potential. Live with wisdom, act with justice, and you will find that your life is a source of inspiration and joy always. Eudaimonia is the reward for a life of discipline, virtue, and purpose. So keep striving and keep becoming your best self. Your life is your masterpiece, so paint it with the colors of virtue, purpose, and the pursuit of your true potential. The 13th principle is that your judgment creates your suffering, meaning it is your interpretation of events that causes your pain. The event itself is neutral, but the story you tell yourself about it determines whether you feel pain or growth today. You have the freedom to choose how you interpret what happens to you, and this choice is your greatest, most powerful tool. When someone offends you, remember that their words are just sounds in the air until you assign them a painful meaning. There is a space between the event and your reaction, and in that space lies your freedom to choose your response. Ask yourself, what really happened, and what is the story I am telling myself? Is there a better, more peaceful way? You are not disturbed by things, but by your view of them. So change your view and you change your life. Master your judgment and you will master your emotions. And when you master your emotions, you master your entire life path. Take responsibility for your thoughts, for they are the foundation of your emotions and the architects of your personal reality today. Your happiness is not a result of what happens to you, but a result of how you choose to see it all. Choose your narrative, and you will find that you have the power to create a life of peace, joy, and truth. Master your mind, and you will master your world. For everything begins with the judgment you hold in your own heart. You are the author of your own life story, so choose to write a story of strength, resilience, and deep peace. Your judgment is your power, so use it wisely to build a life that is filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. Freedom is the ability to choose your response to any event, so exercise this power every day to live your best. The 14th principle is progress over perfection, where you focus on becoming better than you were yesterday, not on being perfect. Do not be discouraged by your mistakes, but see them as steps on the path to your own personal growth and improvement. Consistency is the key to progress, so keep showing up, keep trying, and keep moving forward, even when it feels very hard. Every time you choose to try again, you are making progress, and that is a victory that is worth celebrating every day. Small improvements, when added up over time, create a massive transformation in your life, your character, and your overall personal success. Ask yourself, can I be a bit wiser, kinder, or more patient today than I was yesterday? That is all that matters. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be committed to the process of growing and improving every single day. Celebrate your small wins, for they are the building blocks of your journey toward a life of purpose, virtue, and true. Keep your focus on the process and you will find that the results will follow naturally in their own time and way. The path of the Stoic is a path of daily practice, a journey of becoming the best version of your true self. Every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself than you were the day before. You are a work in progress, and that is a beautiful thing, so keep striving, keep learning, and keep growing every day. Be patient with yourself, for the journey is long, but every step you take is a step toward a better, more fulfilling. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, so take that step today and keep moving forward, always. Your potential is limitless, so keep pushing your boundaries and keep becoming the person you were truly meant to be today. You are capable of greatness, so keep striving for excellence and keep building a life that reflects your true, inner, noble values. The path is not always easy, but it is always worth it, so keep going, keep growing, and keep living with purpose. Your life is a journey of growth, so enjoy every moment of it and keep striving to become your best self always. We have explored 14 principles that can transform your life, providing you with a roadmap for peace, discipline, and true power. These lessons are not just words but tools for your daily life, so use them to build the life you deserve. Apply these Stoic practices to your daily routines, and you will find that your life becomes more focused, calm, and purposeful. The world will always be unpredictable, but your mind can be a sanctuary of peace, strength, and clarity at all times. Take these principles with you, practice them daily, and watch how your life begins to change in ways you never imagined. You have the power to change, to grow, and to become the person you were truly meant to be, starting right now. The path of the Stoic is a path of freedom, and it is available to you right now in this very moment. Remember that your life is your own, so make it a life of purpose, virtue, and the pursuit of your true potential. Keep moving forward, keep learning, and keep growing. For the journey is the reward and the destination is your own soul. Your life is a gift, so live it with love, serve others with duty, and find your true peace in the process. Find your inner power, cultivate your virtue, and you will find that you have everything you need to be truly happy. You are capable of so much more than you realize, so believe in yourself and live with the strength of a Stoic. The wisdom of the ancients is now your own, so use it well and build a life that is truly, deeply meaningful. Your journey continues, and I am honored to have shared these principles with you on your path to a greater life. Before we conclude, remember that Stoicism is not measured by how much philosophy you know. It is measured by how consistently you practice it. Reading wise words for a few minutes each day is valuable. Living those words when life becomes difficult is transformational. The true test of Stoicism never arrives during peaceful moments. It appears when plans suddenly change. When someone disappoints you, when your efforts go unnoticed, when life refuses to follow the script you imagine. These are the moments when philosophy leaves the page and enters your character. Every challenge asks the same question: will you react automatically, or will you respond deliberately? The answer to that question shapes far more than a single day. It shapes your identity. Every calm response strengthens your discipline. Every thoughtful decision strengthens your wisdom. Every act of self-control reinforces the person you are becoming. Think of your character as a garden. If you neglect it, weeds appear without invitation. Fear grows naturally. Resentment spreads quickly. Impatience takes root almost overnight. But courage, patience, gratitude, and discipline require daily care. They grow because you choose to cultivate them. That is why the Stoics valued routine, not because routine is exciting, but because repeated actions quietly create extraordinary lives. A single day of discipline may seem insignificant. A single act of kindness may feel unnoticed. A single decision to remain calm may appear unimportant. Yet thousands of these moments accumulate into a character that cannot easily be shaken. This is how resilience is built. Not through dramatic victories, but through quiet consistency. Do not compare your progress to anyone else's. The only meaningful comparison is between the person you are today and the person you were yesterday. If you have become a little more patient, you have succeeded. If you have become a little more honest, you have succeeded. If you have learned to pause before reacting, you have succeeded. Real progress is often invisible until enough time has passed. Just as the sunrise does not arrive all at once, wisdom